Good morning, students. But today we are going to start the chapter 11th of class 11th, that is international business. In this chapter, we will understand about the meaning and various kinds of trade, which we can say is international. So these are the some learning objectives which you can see on the screen. The first one is that after studying this chapter, we will be able to explain the meaning of international business. Second, that we will be able to state as to why international business takes place and how does it differ from domestic business. We have already studied in the last chapter about internal trade. Now after reading this chapter, we will be able to understand that how international trade is different from domestic trade or internal trade. Third objective is describe the scope of international business and its benefits to the nation and business firms. It means that we will understand that why is international business important for all the countries which are included in trade. The fourth objective is identify and evaluate various modes of entry into international business. So we will be able to understand that how can an individual start any kind of international trade, what are the legal procedures through which he or she has to go. Then the next one is analyze trends in India's involvement in international business. We will understand that how much India is doing international business and in which direction India is going. It means whether we are going in positive way or negative way. So these are the various learning objectives which we will be able to understand after reading this chapter. So let us start with the introduction. So countries all over the world are undergoing a fundamental shift in the way they produce and market various products and services. The national economies, which so far were pursuing the goal of self-reliance, are now becoming increasingly dependent upon others for procuring as well as supplying various kinds of goods and services. Due to increased cross-border trade and investment, countries are no more isolated. So beta, we can see in our real life that no country is independent on its own, because the resources are not available with a particular country, all the resources which it require. Therefore it needs that we must indulge in international trade, so that the resources which are in abundance with one country, that country can supply the goods to that country which does not have such kind of resources. Other than that, countries all over the world today are using various kind of new techniques so that they can develop and produce new and good quality of goods and services also. The prime reason behind this radical change is the development of communication, technology, infrastructure, etc. So, these are the common factors that are responsible for the international trade. We are able to trade with other countries on the basis that we have communication resources, we have good technology, and we have good infrastructure. If these are not available with us, then it will be very difficult for any country to do international trade. Emergence of newer modes of communication and development of faster and more efficient means of transportation have brought nations closer to one another. So, by doing international trade, countries are no longer isolated. They have come close to each other. Countries have developed good relations with other countries. It is because of international trade only that one country is ready to help other country in case of any crisis also, not only in trade but in case of any kind of crisis. Countries that were cut off from one another due to geographical distances and socio-economic differences have now started increasingly interacting with others. World Trade Organization and reforms carried out by the government of different countries have also been a major contributory factor to the increased interaction and business relations among the nations. So not only the government of all the countries, but the World Trade Organization WTO, which is responsible for any kind of trade, is trying its best that countries should do international trade and develop good relations with each other. Government is trying on its level, and WTO, which is an international organization which can take any decisions on behalf of any country related to trade, is also doing various steps. It is taking various kind of steps and making various kind of policies so that countries may indulge with each other to do trade in a proper way. We are today living in a world where the obstacles to cross-border movement of goods and persons have substantially come down. So, there we can see that we have done so much development that we are not in a position that it is very easy for us to contact and do trade with those countries which are very far away, and the geographical location is such that we cannot trade with them. But then also, due to our development, countries are no longer isolated. We can do trade with those countries which are very very far away with us. We can use various kind of transportation facilities through which we can do trade. The national economies are increasingly becoming borderless and getting integrated into the world economy. Little wonder that the world has today come to be known as global village. So you must have listened this term various times, global village. Due to international trade, due to the trade which we are doing with so many countries, it seems that we are not living in a very big world, but it seems that we are living in a village. Like when you see that in a village people are closely connected with each other, their houses are linked to each other. If any kind of problem is there, they are all people are always ready to help each other. So we can see in at this time also that due to international trade, it does not seem that countries are located, yeah, countries are situated at very far places. It seems that we can easily do trade with a country which is situated at very far away from us. Like we can easily trade with America or Europe, which are very far away from us. Business in the present day is no longer restricted to the boundaries of the domestic country, right? So business is not restricted to our domestic country, our domestic territory of a country. We can do business with other countries also. More and more firms are making forays into international business, which present them with numerous opportunities for growth and increased profits. So this is the need that why we are doing international business, because when we trade at a large level or international level, it gives us various kind of opportunities for growth and development. And the businessmen which are doing this kind of trade, they have increased chances of having good and enlarged profits, superlative profits they earn due to international trade. India has been trading with other countries for a long time, but it has of late considerably speeded up its process of integrating with the world economy and increased its foreign trade and investment. India embarks on the path to globalization. So you have studied in your 10th class that we are doing the globalization. Every country is globalizing on its level. We are doing international trade or foreign trade with other countries. We are linked to so many countries with respect to trade. So we are doing globalization. Due to globalization, it seems that we are living in a global village, right? So India, it is not that India is doing international trade from 1 year or 2 year, but India is trading with other countries from long time. But the speed of trade has been increased in last previous decades because of the reasons that I just now told you, because of increased opportunities of technology, technological development, communication, transport, infrastructure. These are the various uh, causes which are responsible that we are able to do foreign trade. It means we are doing import of goods and services, and we are exporting goods and services. So these are the two types of international trade which we will study about export and import, right? So in the next video we will study about the meaning of international business.